Hello and welcome to the series of videos about SDF. In this video, we'll discuss about real-time dependencies. So first of all, what is a real-time dependency and why do we need it? So far, we have seen all the dependencies are available to the SDF at the compile time only. Now, what if I want to pass a dependency while resolving the dependency at the runtime? Let's see with an example. If you remember this ID generator picker from the last video, I have enhanced it a bit. I have added a method pick ID generator that basically calculates the index and returns the generator from the generators at the specific index. How does it get the index? It gets the index from a Java function that is supplier of type integer, and this is added as one of its dependencies. Now one thing would be I can configure a provider for this in the dependency providers like how we have seen in the earlier examples. But instead of that, we want to pass it runtime when we are resolving this ID generator picker. How to do that? First, we have to mark this argument as at real time, and real time needs a key. What is this key and why it is needed for real time? The value of this type needs to be provided against this key in the runtime. We'll see it in a bit how. So let's go back to our main class. First of all, to resolve a real-time dependency, that is a dependency that has another real-time dependency, we need to use dynamic resolve instead of resolve. And what does it take? Apart from the class or type class or the ID, it takes map of string and object. So basically, the real-time dependencies needs to be provided in this map. So I'm going to define a map of type string and object first. Let's call it rt params equals to new hash map, and rt params dot put the key idx provider. Please keep in mind the key is case sensitive. That means whatever case is provided here, the same has to be used while providing in the map here. So I'm going to define a random object here, call it r equals to new random, and then create a supplier of type integer. Let's name it s, and it returns the random next int. We'll pass the s here, and then we have to pass this rt params here. Now let's call pick id generator couple of times and see what does it return. We'll call this two more time, and in this id generator I have added a print which displays the index from which it is picking the id generator from the list. Let's run it. So it gave an error. It is very much reasonable. It says could not find a dependency idx supplier. What I have done is gave this id wrong. Let's verify. Yeah, it takes id supplier, so better to copy paste it, and it here I had provided idx provider, so I'm correcting it. Let's run it now. So these are the resolved id generators, and first it picked from 2, then 1, then 0. Looks like a pattern, isn't it? Let's run it again. So this time it returned 2, then again 2, then 1. Let's run it one more time. This time it returned 2, then 0, then 0. So fairly random, right? Okay, let's change it from using a random to always return the first element and see it. So it is returning the generator from index 0, always the same 3 times. Let's run it one more time. Yeah, the same result. So in this video we have seen what is a real-time dependency and how to use it. We'll see the other features of SDF in the next series of videos. Until then, happy learning and happy coding.